Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is a wonderful day. I just got my hitch for my Camaro in the mail. I know it's a little bit different than what I said I was going to do. I wasn't going to do it until after I ran my first few passes of the year, but it only weighs 20 pounds, so it's 0.02 of a difference, if that. I know my car's already going to be faster. I doubt in its current setup it's going to actually run a 9 or even close to it. It'll probably end up in the 10.2 to 10.4 range if I really had to guess. So really the only way it would be anything even bad that I'm putting this on is if I run a 10.01. Without that, it would have been a 9.99, but I strongly believe I'm not going to actually get there until I do the stuff I do next year to it. So that's my reasoning, but I'm just going to get it on now so I don't have to worry about doing it and stressing myself out to do it for the first week of May, which is a month away. My first drag race event is a month away. So I'm like, I get that out of my head of trying to run 9s, just consistency's better, and I know I'm already going to be faster than I was last year, so easiest thing to do is just get it on there now, make sure I don't have any issues or run into any problems. It's raining all the way this week. I probably won't even be able to go racing this weekend, the 11th. Looks like there's a 60% chance of rain. So looking into the bigger picture instead of running a number, this is what I really wanted to get done and, you know, be ready and successful for my racing that I'm going to be doing, which, yeah. But again, I really don't think my car is going to run a 9 this year. I think it's going to be really dependent on the heads, the bump and compression, and getting my hiring imported next year. But I'm definitely going to be probably 10.2 would be probably the major number I said I'm going to run this year. So hopefully we stick to that. But I'm going to go start tearing apart the back bumper to get the hitch off. So let's get to it. All right, so there's going to be 3 T15s I'm going to have to remove. One down here, right close to the bottom, one up a little farther right here, and then one right here. So yeah, so there's 3 right below, just on the actual bumper part that I have to take off. I'm going to do it on this side, then run over and do it on the other side, and then get to taking off the bolts above. What's really funny is the first weekend I bought the car, I actually took off this rear bumper and got rid of the first hitch that was on it. I think it was a factory one. It wasn't a 200-pound tongue weight one. I think the one I had was 125. But my Camaro did actually have a hitch on it when I bought it. And I remember distinctively telling my dad that this is stupid. I don't need this. And we scrapped it. Hindsight is, if you take anything off of a car that you know you're going to keep for a long time, in the spur of the moment, you would think, oh, that's stupid. Why would I keep that? If you're going to keep it for a long time, just make sure that you keep all the parts to it, like all the headers and the intake and the stock intake and everything that I had on this car at one point, I have just upstairs. I haven't learned to get rid of any of that yet because I never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, let's keep going on with the install. Speaking of that, while I'm on this side, there's going to be 5 more 7mm that you guys seen me take off when I did the rear diffuser that I'm going to have to take off now to get this all unbolted off of the actual car. All right, so I'm pretty sure I have everything taken off this side. Now let's get to the other side and do all of that. And then hopefully my dad will be ready to help me pull this off. All right, so I stuck myself in the other corner now. I'm going to take off these same bolts on the other side, and then we'll get to pulling the bumper off. So we got all the hardware unbolted from the bumper. Now it's time to pull the bumper and get the hitch installed. So we'll cut to that. So I'm doing this all by myself. So I put a piece of wood underneath so it keeps the hitch on the bumper, because if not, the hitch would want to tilt off and come off because all the weight is down below. But now you can put the crash bar on and get it all wrapped up. And the most important thing is you do have to torque all of these bolts back down to 45 foot-pounds, which I'm going to do now. Alrighty guys, of course nothing has to go perfect, so I had to trim my rear diffuser a little bit, as you guys saw, to make it all fit. All right, so now that we got the hitch installed, now is time for the moment of truth to see if the rack actually works with the way I anticipate it working. So let's get to that. So as you guys see, it fits and it works. All right, so I did find a pin. I did put it in there. I'm now going to put my wheels in here to see how that all looks. So let's get to that. So guys, I completely forgot to do an outro yesterday. The rack is all tied up and pulled it back off the car because I am hopefully going to drive it and actually probably drag race it Saturday. Weather keeps going back and forth. It's Ohio. It's more bipolar than anybody I've ever met. But everything looks good for Saturday. So you'll be probably seeing that video Tuesday of me actually drag racing this beast. That is going to be with the other intake, completely weight reduction, everything like that. I'm hoping not only for a new PB of 1085 or better. I do have this other intake on it too that I'm going to be putting on it. So everything should be looking up. The air should be pretty good. It's supposed to be only be like high of 60. So everything looks good there. Really happy with what the weather should be. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. That will be my drag and drive setup this year. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.